Welcome back to Golf Center at the RBC Heritage. We're pleased to be joined for the first time of, we hope, many, by the new Director of Instruction at the IJGA, Kevin Smeltz. Kevin, welcome to Hilton Head. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate joining you guys this morning.
Your kids are very much involved in the RBC Heritage. Folks are going to get to see them all weekend long.
Right. A lot of the kids have chosen to be standard bearers, volunteering in different ways, and they're really excited. Actually, walking over here this morning, one of the kids was a standard bearer in Charles Howell's group, and Charles is a former student of mine, so I'm sure he's excited about that. And a couple of the other kids were kind of leaning on the ropes, and I went up and said hello, and I'm like, man, this is so cool. So you can just see that. I mean, I think probably the biggest problem would be to keep them here and not wanting to leave and go practice.
Practice.
Drop the sign and go to the range. So, but you know, it's obviously a great inspiration for them and motivation for them to kind of keep going.
Absolutely.
So. Kevin, we've got some great things happening over at the IJGA. Let's talk about the open house you're having on May 17th.
Right, we are having an open house, and it's about 4 hours long in the morning, and so we're going to tackle the mental part, the physical part, the college placement, and then the instruction part. So the people that will come to the open house will have a little bit of a small taste of what we do at the Academy on a daily basis.
How can they find out information on it and sign up for it? Because obviously that's a big part of it.
So obviously you can go to IJGA.com. You can get information on it there, and then the tour that a lot of the kids play, the IJGT.com. We've got some summer tournaments going on up in the East Coast and stuff like that. So either one of those two websites would be a good.
I saw you had one in New Jersey this past weekend. Very well attended. Big field up there.
Right, it was, exactly. And then we have our Tournament of Champions coming up in Orlando, which we're really excited about.
54 holes.
54 holes. We've got kids coming from all over the world, flying in from Asia, and some kids from Europe and stuff like that. So it'll be exciting.
And then you've got plenty going on this summer as well, including a whole separate instructional program this summer.
Right, we have summer camps. It's basically a 10-week program. We can kind of tailor it a little bit to kids' needs if they only have a week or something like that, but it's a total of 10 weeks. So we're really excited about that, to give kids a taste of what we do here. And you know, it's all about growing the game a little bit.
What are you finding as you work your way in and get a feel for the kids that you have here and the kids that you want to come here in the future?
Right. I mean, it's interesting because you actually get to be a little bit more of in a situation where we can kind of build something. You know, as opposed to, you know, you see a person for an hour and then they go back up to New Jersey and then they come back down the next winter with their family for a golf school. So we actually get to build something and you get to see it. And, you know, the interesting thing is you get to see kids grow into young men and young women, young adults. So you get to see them kind of grow up, which is as rewarding as just helping them with their golf swing.
You've worked with a lot of great young players who are out playing on the tours. Tell us a little bit about that and how rewarding that's been to see that happen.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly is. You know, kind of the thing that I keep in mind is I've taught 5 players that qualified for the tour, PGA Tour, with no prior PGA Tour status, and 6 on the web.com and a few on the LPGA. So that was kind of a big thing to me, that I can teach them when they're younger, and then they can play or even win on the PGA Tour.
It's got to be very gratifying for you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much for taking time and for being with us, and we'll have you back for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll talk some instruction.
Absolutely.
I certainly need it,
Sounds
right?
Good.